In this video, I'll take you to a quick overview of BSM WBA platform so that you can understand how to use the tool for automating your business on WhatsApp, automating registrations, customer support, building chatbot, and get started with your WhatsApp marketing, support, and engagement to boost your business by 7x using WhatsApp with BSM. Let's get started. The first thing you have to do to start using WhatsApp for your business is to get WhatsApp Business API. For that, you should be ready with your mobile number. Remember, the mobile number should not be there on a WhatsApp app or even on WhatsApp Business app. Because if it is there on those apps, you will not be able to get your WhatsApp API on that number. Okay, so either you have to go for a completely new number, or you can actually delete the WhatsApp account on the number in which you want to get WBA. Right, even whatever the number you are using currently, you can just delete the WhatsApp account from that and you can use that. Right, once you open your BSM, you can click on connect to Facebook. Right, so just click on connect to Facebook, and once you click on connect to Facebook, it takes you through a process called embedded sign up process, and this process is very much important for getting your WhatsApp business API. Right, you can choose your business account which has a Facebook Business Manager verified. Not to worry, if your FB Business Manager is not verified, you can get this done even after this also. So here you can choose whether you want to create new business account and new business profile. So I'm just selecting it, create. Okay. Here you have to add a business account name. Okay, put up your WhatsApp business account name. This is just the account name, and this is not what will be displayed on your profile. Okay, so just adding some, let's say I'm adding BSM WBA, and here you have to add the display name which will be visible to your users when you are sending the messages to them, right, like on your profile. And then you can choose the category, and there are some other options also if you want to add time zone and description, website. Although all are optional, you can just add it. And next. Okay, so here you have two options. You can get a free WhatsApp number from WhatsApp itself, or you can add your new number or existing number, whatever. So here in the free WhatsApp number, it will generate a new number for you starting with +1 555, right? And then in that you can only send the messages. You cannot receive calls or anything from that. So here the verification is not required in this case. But if you are adding new number, right, you can choose whatever the country or anything, and you can choose whatever the number you want to write, and then you can go for a verification. So once you add the number, you will get OTP and you will get WhatsApp Business API on that number. Now, to get your Facebook Business Manager verified, you will need a website. If you don't have a website yet, it's very important to get a website. Secondly, you should have your legal name on that website footer option, right? And thirdly, your brand name or your company name, whatever the display name you have given, that you are choosing, right? So that should be there as a header section of your website. Very simple. To get your FB verified, you should go to your Facebook. You have to start verification. You will have to upload some documents like your GST docs, etc. If you don't have your Facebook Business Manager verified, the messaging limit will be stuck at just up to 250 messages per day. But if you get your FB Business Manager verified, your messaging limit starts from 1000 users per day and grows up to unlimited users per day, right? So increasing this limit is very simple. You just need to send messages to half of the users of the initial limit. So there are 4 different limits. First is 1000 users per day, 10,000 users per day, 1 lakh users per day, and unlimited. So if you send messages to 500 users, you will go to 10,000 users per day limit. If you are sending message to 5,000 users, you will go to 1 lakh user per day, and after 50,000 messages, your messages will be made unlimited. So it's not necessary to send these messages in one go. You can send these messages within 7 days duration. So once you send messages to 5,000 users, within 7 days, your limit will be increased to 1 lakh users per day. Once you get your WhatsApp Business API, you have to set up your profile and payment method. This we will share you docs and simple steps. Your profile and payment both will be ready. Okay. So moving on further, you get around 1,000 service messages for free, completely free. Right? Service conversation in the sense, whenever the user is messaging you, user is initiating the conversation with you or text with you or sending the messages to you, you can reply to them using the service conversations. Yes, there are different kind of conversations like marketing, utility, authentication, right? So you will be charged based on whatever the category of message you choose to send to the users. And in BSM platform, this is very important. You will be directly paying to Meta, whatever the charges, and BSM doesn't have any hidden charges over whatever the Meta is charging. And all this conversation, apart from service conversation, need template approval. Now let's see how to create template messages and get it approved. To create templates, you can click on the templates on the left sidebar, and you can click on add templates to create new template. Right? You can click on add template and you can choose the category of template. So there are 3 categories of template. One is a marketing, authentication and utility. So for example, if you are sharing a messages related to your business products or service, right, then it comes under marketing. Or if you are sharing some OTPs or login code messages or basically to authenticate a user, then it comes under authentication. And if you are sharing some transaction related messages, right, it comes under utility. You can choose the languages, all the native languages available, and you can give a name to your template. Okay, maybe I'm giving it as an offer message, right? And you can choose a category of message you want to send, the type of message you want to send. You just want to send normal message, you can add it, footer, and you can add it. You can also add a text. Text means you can add some header so that when it is sent to the user, when it is sent to the your customers, only the header will be shown from the notification, right? When they click on the notification, whole message will be seen. And if you want to add image, right, you can upload the image directly from your device. Or if you want to add video, you can upload the video directly from your device or document, right? So for example, I'm just adding a message. Now I have added a message. You can see the preview here. So you can use variables. It is very important. So here you can see I have added 1, 2, 3, 4 under the curly braces, and this star or asterisk, it will make the font bold. It will make the font bold. Okay, so you can use variables to send personalized messages, maybe with their names or anything you want to change it while sending the template. You can add as a variable. Okay, so once you have added the variable, you also have to give a sample values. For example, here in my case, so dear, this is a sample name. Okay, so I'm just adding some sample name you can add or any value you can add for now. And thank you for choosing maybe let's say BSM WBA, right? And your payment of rupees say 999 is successfully submitted. Okay, and regards, maybe you can add your business name. This you can do, or you can just remove this. As you can see, when I removed the when I removed the variable, automatically the value also disappears. Okay, you can add like this, or you have one more option, that is you can add you can add footer. So in the footer, basically you can add your company name. So for now, I'm adding business sales mission. So I have added the message. You can see the preview, and you can also add buttons. So the buttons are very important. The button messages are like they drive engagement from your users. You can click on add button. There are different kinds of buttons. One is a quick reply button. Now let's say you want to ask your users to buy now. Okay, so now when they click on this particular button, you want to send them some response, maybe a payment link or order details, everything, right? So you can just share it, like you can create a chatbot for that. Then automatically when they click on the button, the chatbot will be responding to them. That is one thing. The second is you can use URL. So in the URL, now let's say you're asking your users to register, right? So when they click on the particular button, you can directly redirect them to particular URL. You can add the URL here. And in the URL, there are two kinds of URL. One is a static URL. Maybe you are sharing your website URL or your landing page URL, anything. You can directly share the URL. This will not be changeable while sending the messages. But now let's say you are using dynamic. Dynamic in the sense you are using this particular template every week or something, and every week the link might change. In that case, you can just write it as a dynamic URL. Okay. And then call, like if you want your users to call you directly, right? You can add call option. So when they click on the particular button, you can add the number here with the country code. So when they click on the button, it will be automatically redirected to call the particular number you have added. And if you are running some offers or you are sharing a coupon code with the users, so when you write the code, right, you can just add your code here, and when they click on the particular button, the code will be automatically copied. Or form. Form is like you can share a WhatsApp forms to get sign-ups or registrations or contact information, right? So you can just add a button text, or maybe fill the form or sign up, right? And then you can select which form, and then you can select which screen. Okay, for example, I'm selecting a contact info. Here I can select a welcome screen. So when they click on sign up, automatically the particular form, contact info form, will be opened and the users can submit their responses. Okay, so once you have added all the messages, once you have added all the necessary details, you can just go click on submit approval. Okay, so once I clicked on submit approval, I'm just clicking here sync template and refresh. You can see it did not even take few seconds, it is already approved. Okay, so here the templates, whatever you are creating, which if you want to send a marketing message or authentication or utility messages, you have to send through template itself. Okay, so whatever the templates you are creating will be approved by MetaBots. So it will take just few seconds itself, and it will show the status instantly. And here you can search the templates, right, by name, or here you can search the templates, filter the templates by language, and here you can see the templates by the category, and here you can see the templates by the status. Okay, and here you have an option, you can view the template, like what is the template about, and you can clone the template, like the same template you want to make some changes, you can do that, and if you want to delete the template, you can do that as well. Okay, and once the template is approved, you cannot be changing whatever the content is there in that template. Okay, and one more important thing is, whenever you have submitted the template for approval, make sure you are not missing this step to click on sync templates and refresh, right? So this is completely about templates. Now coming to forms. Forms are like, now comes the forms. You can click on forms and you can click on create forms. Forms are basically maybe for creating a registrations, taking a registrations, or your sign-ups or contact info, or you want to get some information from users, feedback, everything can be, you can just get it done from your forms, right? So you can click on create form. Once you created, it will show as a draft, and you can just go click on edit form. And here you can create multiple screens and you can add components into your form. Currently you can see there is one screen, welcome screen. Okay, so you can give different title if you wish to. Okay, and then you can go click on add, and here you can add the type of text. Maybe you want to add a text heading, like let's say welcome to business sales mission. And if I want to add text subheading, I can add. So this is my text heading, I'm just saving it, and then I'm adding one more component. Maybe I want to add a text subheading also. The description is maybe WhatsApp automation tool. Save. So now I want to add, like if you want, you can also add a text body, captions, everything. And now you can get input from the users as well. So input like, let's say, what's your name? Okay. So when you're sending to the users, it will be like, what's your name? But when you're downloading the responses, you don't need this complete thing, right? You just need a name. So you can add it, whatever you want it in your response sheet. Okay, and then you can make it required. And you can select the input type also, whether it is a text type input or number or email, like that you can choose it and you can save. Now let's say I want to add email also. So I'm just going input because this is input from my user. So I'm just like email. Okay, I'm adding same in my response sheet as well. And once it is done, required, and you can add helper text if it is required. And here I'm choosing email, so that if it is email type only, it will be submitted. Okay, save. So here, if you want to give options like checkbox or radio buttons or drop downs, you can choose that as well. Now let's say, how did you hear about us? Okay, I have added the label, and if whatever the label header you want, you can add it. Maybe this is if I want, I can add the same. And if you want to give them a description, you can give that. And if it is required, you can add minimum how many they have to select, maximum how many they have to select. You can just add it, right? And here maybe let's say YouTube. So here you can give description, right? Whatever the option you have given, for that you can add description. And if any data you want to add, if you want to add any data, you can add it, right? I'm adding more options. Okay, so I have added it, save. Like you can also add the components like date picker, maybe in case you want to add a date of birth or something. And if you want to send image, you can do that as well. And a footer. So footer by default, it will be added for the welcome screen and in every screen, because this is compulsory, right? And if you are adding one screen, then this would be okay. But if you are adding multiple screen, right? If I want to add screen, I can go add screen. Let's say I'm just adding screen to add screen. Okay, so in this screen I have to choose here in the footer of my welcome screen. Here you can check it is in the welcome screen. So in the footer of the welcome screen, once they click on, let's say, the label, I'll change maybe next. Okay, then it should navigate to screen 2, right? So save. Now the welcome screen is done. I'm just going to screen 2, and in the screen 2 I want to add certain components. Like let's say I want to have a date picker, then choose a label, maybe date of birth. Okay, I'm just adding date of birth. I'm just adding the same in the header. Okay, so now I have added all the components which I require. Then I'm just going save form details. Once you click on the save form details, it will show if there is any error in the form, right? If there is no error, it will be saved properly. And also it will show all the lead headers, means whatever the, like when you download the responses, what all the responses you will get. Okay, so now after you created a form, you can also see the preview. For that you can go click on preview. It will show exactly how it looks in the user's dashboard, or sorry, user's mobile phone, right? So it is what we had given. You can add the name, right? Yeah, I have added a name, and email also. Email, if I just give some random email, it doesn't take, because we had added the input type as email, right? So it will take only the proper emails. And here I can choose whatever the details I want. Next. Okay, so when I click on next, what it shows is the next screen, right? So here I can just check, like I can go here, I can select what is there in screen 2. So in screen 2 we had added the date of birth. It will show, maybe I just wanted to go to November 30, 2024. Okay, complete. Okay, this is how it looks in the user's dashboard. Once you have watched the preview and you are satisfied, you can just go, you can publish the form. This is a form, right? Once you have published, right, you can use it in any of the buttons. So for example, in the templates, I just want to go in whatever the message we had created. Let me just show it in a new form, new template. Here you can add a button, and in the button you can create form, right? Here you can go give a form name, button, what button it should show when you add the button, maybe fill the form, whatever, right? And which form, you can just select it, the registration form, and you can select which screen, whether you want to show, like when they click on the particular button, it should open welcome screen or the screen 2, like that. Okay, like this you can use your forms. Now coming to the forms, you can also coming to the forms, you can view, like you can have a preview from here, and all the responses here, you can see all the responses you can download as an Excel, and you can also clone the form if you want, like all the components whatever you had created, it will be cloned, and you can duplicate the form. Means if you don't want it, you want to delete it, you can delete the form. Okay, so this is about the forms. And coming to sequences, so the sequences are like creating a multi-level chatbot or multi-level auto responses, right? So for that you can go click on add sequence, give any sequence name. Maybe let's say I'm just taking an example of restaurant. Yeah, create sequence. So I've created, I'm just clicking on edit option. Here I have 3 options. One, I can add a normal message, whatever I want to send, and other I can have a buttons, right? Buttons, you can add up to 3 buttons, but in your case you have some various things to be shown, right? Then you can go for list. So there are 3 kind of components you can add. So we will check one by one. Firstly, we will see message. Like if you want to add any message to whoever sends you any reply or anything, right? You can just go, I'm just adding some of the message. I have added a message here. If I want, I can add image, video, audio, document as well, right? And also I can add multiple images as well. Okay, and save. So now I have added a message. I'm just making it smaller so that it is a better view you will get. Okay, once I have added a message, now I just want to add some buttons. Okay, so in this button I just want to ask my users what they want to what service they are expecting from us. So I'm just adding one by one the buttons, right? So what all we are offering, and if you want you can add the footer, if you want you can add the header, right? And you can add buttons. Maybe here I want to give menu or book table, right? If you want to create more, you can do maybe offers. Okay, create. You can add up to 3 buttons and save. So here you can see. So whoever sends you message, they will immediately get this message, and following the message, these buttons will be sent. Now, if someone clicks on menu, what they should get, right? For that you can add a list. Maybe you have too many things to offer, you can just go, you can add the list. I'm adding whatever the body message I want, and I'm adding the header. If you want, you can add the footer, and you can add the button text. Maybe button text, let's add menu categories. Right here you can have sections. So now let's say you have some sections for, main course, and if you want more sections, you have section for desserts, right? And in the main course you have some some various course, whatever you are providing, you can add row 1, row 2, like that. And even in the section 2, similarly, like in desserts, what all you offer, you can just add row 1, row 2, like that. Similarly, you can add more sections, and if you don't want, you can remove the sections. Okay, so we have added the sections. Maybe I'll just give some random value here, save. Okay, So now the message is ready. So if someone clicks on menu, then they should get this message. So similarly, you can create for like message for when someone clicks on book table or offers, like that. Yeah. So now we have seen how you can add message, how you can add buttons, and how you can add list. Okay. Now I'm showing you the sequence which we had created for restaurant. Okay, taking an example of restaurant. So we are sending the message to the users followed by the button message. So if they are clicking on view menu, they are getting all this, whatever the menu they are offering, right, in different sections, different buttons, everything. And here also you can continue further, maybe by giving a link to it, or maybe by giving image of it, all those things. And if someone is clicking on book table, right, then you are asking the various options for that. Then if they are clicking on special offers, you are giving whatever the offers are there. Someone clicking on combo deals, then you have whatever the deals you have, right? So once you have created a sequence, you will just go, you will click on save. Once you clicked on save, it will show updated successfully. That means your sequence is ready. So I'm just going to sequence. Every sequence will have a code. So I can copy this sequence and I can use it in a button messages, so that when they click on the particular button, automatically this particular sequence will be triggered. Okay. Or I have one more option. I can send it from inbox also. From inbox as well. In inbox, you can just go, you can just send, and you can select the sequence. You can directly choose particular sequence. Okay, maybe this is a sequence I want to send message. So automatically that particular sequence will be triggered to the users. Now coming to message list. Message list is like you can just go create a message. You can add a template message, or you can add a session message. Session message are like you can just send it to the people who have sent you messages in last 24 hours, right, for the active users. You can give a title. Let's say I'm giving a title as my offer message, and I'm adding a message here. Now I have added my message here. I can just save it. Okay. So once you create the message, you will have a code. So even this code works like a sequence. You can just copy this code and you can add this code in any button values. Okay, right. As informed previously, when you are purchasing WhatsApp Business API, you should connect a number which doesn't have WhatsApp or a WhatsApp Business app in that particular number. Then how will you check the responses of your customers? Is from inbox. Okay, it will show all the users to whom you have sent messages till now, and you can also segregate the users, means active. Now let's say if some people have responded to you in past 24 hours, it will show as a active message. Okay, and active members, and all the active members will have the session which is of 24 hours. For 24 hours you can send them free form messages like this, right? And also you can send a different form of messages, like if you want to send a template message, right? Or if you want to, template message, if you want, you can add it. Or session messages means directly you can type and send a message here. Or if you want to trigger any sequence for them, you can trigger the sequence and you can give send message. So this is about active members. And also you can assign the members. Now let's say if here you can like a label, right? If you still have a conversation left, or you want to follow up with them, then you can just keep it as open, right? You can just name them as open. Now you will know when you filter here, okay, these people you yet to follow up, right? Or if let's say this person has purchased the product or anything, then you can just move them to closed. So that when you are filtering, you will know that these people, we have closed the call already, right? Or if there is any unread messages, it will show. Okay, so this is about inbox. It will show all your customer conversations. Now coming to the chatbots. Chatbots are like automated responses, whatever you want to send. Now let's say in the template you had added here in the offer message, if I show you, we have added sign up. And if someone clicks on sign up, I want to send them some message, right? So I can go to Chatbot, I can go add Chatbot, give any title. Maybe I'm giving a title as sign up itself. And here the keyword is sign up, right? Because when someone is sending or clicking on particular button, sign up, the same, then they should get the particular template. Okay, or they should get a different template. Let's say I want to send this particular template, right? So you can add it. Or if you just want to send a normal message, you can also add images, video, document, everything, even the form, list, right? Maybe I want to add a form. I can add a form, right? Or maybe I want to send a list. Then I can add the list also. Different sections, different IDs, everything. And if I want to give a sequence, like if I want to trigger a sequence for them, I can trigger a sequence for them. So as soon as someone clicks on the particular button, the particular chatbot will be triggered. Okay, fine. Submit. And also, once you have created the chatbot, you can see the chatbot, like you can view the chatbot. You can view the leads also, means whoever clicked on particular button, you will get a user details, and you can get their details in an Excel, so that you can follow up if you want to edit the chatbot, delete the chatbot, or disable the chatbot temporarily, right? So this is about chatbot. Coming to the programs are like you can create a pre-scheduled messages for 30 days, 60 days, 90 days in advance. Like your maybe you want to create a follow-up sequence, right? So you can just create it in your programs. So for that, you can click on add programs, give any title for the programs. Now let's say this is my some course. Okay, so this is my happiness webinar. Okay, I'm just creating a program. I'm just clicking on submit. Now the program is created. I'm just clicking on the program. Now I have various options, like I can create opt-in messages, daily messages, members, and settings, and we have the scheduled messages. Here you can add whatever the message you want to send them immediately after registration or payment success. Whatever the message you want to send, you can just click on add message. Here you can select the template, right? So I'm just selecting a template, and here in the template you can add the buttons mainly to take consent from the users. In this template I have added two options, like get regular updates, stop. Okay, so if someone is clicking on regular updates, that means they're interested in your messages, and they are willing to get a everyday sequence or everyday follow-up messages. Or if someone is clicking on stop, then they'll not be getting everyday messages. Okay, so here I'm just going copy verified code, pasting here. This is success code, and success code in the sense verified, and they'll get the daily messages. Denied code in the sense, here you can see stop, that means they're not interested. We are just adding the code. Okay, submit. So now I have added the code, and if someone is clicking on particular button, so if someone is clicking on this get regular updates, then what they should get some message, right, for acknowledgement. Here you can add template also, and here you can add session also, because we have received the response from the user, right? I'm adding stay tuned, and here also you can select the message type and submit. And if someone is not interested, if you want to add any message for them, you can just add it, or you can add a sequence for them, right? And once it is done, like this happens immediately after registrations, right? But if you want to send them some more messages on the same day of the registration, you can use delayed message. For that, you can go click on add message, maybe after 2 hours of registration, or maybe after 2 hours 10 minutes of registration. I want to send them some template, right? I can choose the template, or I just want to send them some normal message, right? Or I want to trigger some sequence for them. I can choose that. I can add it. Now our opt-in messages are ready. And also here, if I don't want to send them these buttons, getting verified and all, you can go for auto verify. right? You can just auto verify the member so that the button replies will not be there. Okay, you are directly sending a message to them. Now coming to daily messages, here you can add number of days. The days you can add up to 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, and also if you don't want to send everyday message and irritate the user, maybe once in a week or twice in a week you want to send, you can add the messages, add the number of days, and for every day you can add the message. Click on add message, set at what time you want to send, maybe at 10 a.m. you want to send a message, select what template you want to send, okay, add, okay. And on the same day you want to send one more message, click on plus icon, send message, session message or template message or any sequence you want to send, you can add it. Maybe around 9 p.m. you want to send, choose the template and add message, okay. So similarly you can add message for each day. So here I have added the messages and you can add message for each day, and also here you can see the message, what message you have added, like that, right? So now our opt-in messages are ready, our daily messages are ready. How do we add members into the program? So members can be added in two different ways. One is automatically and the other is manually. So automatically in the sense, here you can see the webhook option. You can copy this webhook, you can integrate this particular program with any third-party tool which supports webhook. Okay, for every integration we have a documents and videos, we'll be sharing it with you. And for manually adding the members, okay, you can click on add members, you can select the members from the contact folders, right? And you can add other programs, means this is one of the program I have, happiness with webinar, but I have other programs too. I can get the members from that particular program, import the members, or from an Excel I can add the members, or manually also I can add the members. Let's say I'm adding a particular person, okay, add member. So now here you can see how the numbers are added, right? So like this you can add the members manually, or if you are adding through automatically, you can integrate this program with your payment gateways like your InstaMojo, Razorpay, or Pabbly, Zapier, or Google Sheet, Google Form, anything, okay, so that if someone is making payment, they'll be automatically added as a member. Someone is registering on your landing page or website, they'll be automatically added as a member to the program, right? And if they're added as a member to program, what happens? Immediately they will receive the message, right? And from next day they start getting daily messages, okay. So there are various settings like if you want to send specific message, first message on specific day, right? You can go send message, you can go click on maybe Monday, irrespective of the day the person is joining or registering for the program, they will receive day one message from Monday itself, okay. If someone is registering on Thursday or Friday, it doesn't matter, they will get immediate message on the same day, but they'll get daily messages from Monday itself, okay. And like if you don't want to store duplicate numbers, you can enable this. And if you want to store duplicate numbers, you can have like tags and numbers. So if the tag is different, number is same, it will be considered as a new number and it will send the opt-in message. Actually, by default for the duplicate numbers, the message won't be sent, the opt-in message won't be sent. But if you are selecting this particular thing where the tag is different, number is same, then the message will be sent to the duplicate numbers also. Okay, duplicate numbers in the sense if they have registered multiple times. Okay, so now comes the program completion date. Program completion date in the sense you can set a completion date for your program. Now if I'm selecting September 30, so after September 30, no day-wise messages will be sent from this particular program. No members will be added into the program, and no opt-in messages also will be sent from this particular program, right? And coming to the member day update type. By default, by design, if someone is in the verified status, right, only they will be getting the daily messages. Normally, if we remove this auto verify, the member will be in the pending status, and for the pending status users, they won't be getting the daily messages. This is by default. But in your case, let's say you don't want like that, even if they're verified, not verified, you want to send the messages, then you can go update for all, so that even if it is verified, not verified, pending, everyone will receive the messages. Okay, and in the members you can see there is tag called general. Okay, this is by default tag. Now let's say you just want to give different tag for each month whoever is registering. So I'm just giving September, October. Okay, these are my reserved tags. You can give whatever the tags you want, and you can make a particular tag as an active tag. So what happens? Whoever registers from now on, now I have made this as an active tag. So whoever is registering on from now on, they'll be getting a tag as September. Okay, now in next month what I'll do, before I start the registrations, I'll just change the tag here, and whoever is registering or whoever is and whoever is registering from then on, they'll be getting tag as October. Okay, like that you can have a different tags, and you can also send message here, send message only to particular tag members. Right? That can be done. And if you want to move the members to completed state, normally they are in the verified status, and let's say you have added some 30 days course, and after 30 days you want this particular status to be changed to completed, right? You can just go setting, you can move the members to completed state maybe after 30 days update. Okay, so after 30 days the status will be automatically moved to completed, right? And here in the scheduled messages you can see every day how many messages are scheduled from this particular program, to how many members the messages are scheduled. Okay, so this is about the programs. And now so in the programs you are sending the messages which are pre-scheduled, right? But if you want to schedule messages like a broadcasting or anything, you can just go to schedule, and here you have create schedule option. You can go give a title for the schedule. Maybe I'm giving a title as webinar registrants. Okay, and pick contact to whom you want to send, maybe from the contact folder you want to send, or Excel you are uploading the Excel, or numbers you are adding. In the numbers, make sure you are adding a format, right? Okay, once you have added, you have to go enter and add different number here. Okay, so once you have added the numbers, save, and you can add the message here. So in the message you can select a template message, or if they are active users you can add a session message as well. Okay, template, you can choose any template and save message. And here about the schedule, if you want to send now, you can choose it and you can schedule message, or if you want to schedule it for later, right, you can just click on schedule, you can click on pick timings, and you have various options. Now if you want to send that particular message to the particular users every day, maybe at 6 a.m., right? So every day the message will be sent to the users. Okay, you can stop recurring after specific date. Maybe you want to send till September 30. So till September 30, every day at 6 a.m. the message will be sent. Or if you want to send for limited number of occurrences, let's say up to 10, means for 10 days the message will be sent. Okay, similarly you have weekly recurrences. Maybe every Wednesday you have some inner circle call or something, right? So that particular message to be sent to the particular users every Wednesday at 7 p.m. You can just add it. So every Wednesday till let's say September 30. Okay, and every month you want to send some message. Maybe every month on 30th and on 27th there is some payment reminder or something, right? So every month you want to send till whatever the let's say till December. So every month the message will be sent. Okay, or custom date. Here you can send messages for whole month in advance. Okay, you can schedule the messages. And if you want to send the same message on different dates and different times, that also can be done. Okay, so once you have scheduled the messages, you can see all the schedules here in the view schedule. So here you can check all your whatever the messages you have scheduled, and all the recurring messages, all the upcoming messages, all the completed messages will be shown here. And coming to date wise, so here you can check the messages date wise, what all the messages sent yesterday, right? So here it will show to how many people you have scheduled the message, how many it was delivered, how many it was like read, right? And if there is any failed messages, it will show. If I want to clone this message, I can do that. Okay, and all the upcoming messages will be shown here. So this is about all regarding schedules. And now what about the messages which I have sent? Whether it is like I should have an idea whether the message is sent or not, right? So you can check that in message logs. In the message logs, you have schedules, program opt-in, inbox, chatbot, sequence, right? We have various kinds of messaging thing. So all the scheduled messages will be shown here, and all the program, every day, daily messages, whatever we have seen in the program will be shown in the program, and all the program opt-in messages. Just now we had triggered the opt-in message, right? That will be shown here like that, like delivered, whether read or not, that also it will show. And inbox messages, if you have sent any, it will show. And chatbot messages and sequence messages. You can check it even date wise also, right? And also you can see the status, how many read, how many delivered, sent, etc. And you can search the number and you can check it. Okay. Right. So this is about complete BSM. And yeah, thank you.